Hey everyone, Champion here and welcome back to another big match in the history of WrestleMania, continuing our WrestleMania build-up for this evening. Now this one is an interesting one because it's not necessarily one of the best matches on paper, but it is probably one of the most iconic matches in WrestleMania history. Of course, at this point in time you had two guys at the top of their respected eras coming together in the match that spanned the ages in The Rock versus Hogan. Of course, they've done this one more time recently when The Rock took on Cena. That was essentially the same match, but with Rock playing the older role. And yeah, like I said, it's not necessarily one of the best matches, but it is one of the most iconic matches. When you look back at WrestleMania matches, this one often gets talked about. A bit like the Andre the Giant Hulk Hogan match, that was by no means anywhere near one of the best matches in WrestleMania history. But it was a match that people talk about. Whenever you talk about WrestleMania, it's a match that's mentioned quite often. The match where Andre took his first loss, in inverted commas. The match where Hogan became the first person ever to slam Andre, in inverted commas. So yeah, it's a quite a good one. I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully, I've just realised what we're getting here. Hopefully this doesn't get copyrighted, because if it does, I'm going to be annoyed and have to redo this video completely, but, you know. There he is though, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Good times. So of course, this is only match number 8 now out of 12, so we've got 4 more left for you after this one, so it means we're only 4 hours away from Mania after this. Which is awesome. So hyped. Of course, NXT was on last night. And I'm afraid Mania may have an impossible task of trying to follow NXT, because that was absolutely insanely good. NXT, that was insanely good. And let's see if WWE 2K18 can match the quality as The Rock takes on Hulk Hogan. Hogan now, nice belly to belly slam on The Rock, taking him down early. And Hogan taking the early advantage in this match. Of course, in real life, this match was won by The Rock, which was the right move, because it meant The Rock was able to build upon that victory. And that's why sometimes it makes sense. And that's why, for me, the whole Brock Lesnar defeating The Undertaker thing was useless, because Brock Lesnar, although he didn't need that win, he was already legitimately over the top. And what's Hogan here? Go for the early atomic leg drop. Wow. In for the pin. 1, 2, and Rock kicks out. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. So yeah, the whole thing with Lesnar defeating the Taker, it didn't need it. Lesnar did not need to defeat the Taker. The Taker? Lesnar did not need to defeat Taker. It made no sense. It shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. Because Lesnar didn't need the victory. Lesnar didn't have any need for that. He already had everything he needed to move up to the next level. They should have given it to someone who could have used that victory and built upon it. Like The Rock defeating Hogan was a big match, because Rock used the momentum he had from defeating Hogan to continue building himself up. And that's exactly what somebody like a Bray Wyatt would have done. Bray Wyatt would have been a perfect person to defeat The Undertaker, in my opinion. Undertaker could have passed the torch on to Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt could have continued as the dark figure in WWE for years to come. But instead they gave the win to Brock Lesnar, who has been an absolute disaster. Don't get me wrong, I'm the same as everyone else. When Brock Lesnar made his return, I was pretty hyped. I was like, wow, this is going to be really cool. Brock Lesnar's come back, yeah. And quickly just got so bored with the whole situation. When you realise what Brock Lesnar is, he's a man who doesn't want to do work. He's a man who wants to do quick matches back and forth, and the whole thing with holding the championship for a year now has been an absolute disaster in my opinion, as Hogan absolutely destroys The Rock. That is possibly the quickest match we've had all day, and The Rock does not able to recreate history. Hogan, the man who altered history. Wow. That was so one-sided, it was unbelievable. That was crazy. There you go, there's my Brock Lesnar rant for you there as well, if you enjoyed that. So this was a very, very quick one. I do apologise, it's a bit of a cop-out hour, but bearing in mind the Octane pay-per-view will be uploaded very, very soon as well. I think the Octane pay-per-view has been uploaded in... what time is it now? 5 o'clock in the UK? Octane pay-per-view has been uploaded at 7. So you got that for tonight as well before WrestleMania. That's a long show. That's an hour and 50 minutes, that is. So keep a chunk of your schedule open for that one. But there we go. Hulk Hogan changes the course of history and, I want to say, defeats The Rock. Hulk Hogan destroyed The Rock. It was stupid how easy Hogan found this one. It really was, and there you go. Of course, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. We've still got 4 more matches coming for you in the lead up to WrestleMania, and I promise you, we have saved some absolutely crackers. Absolute crackers for these last few matches, so keep an eye out. Of course, 1 on the hour moving forward up until WrestleMania, and of course the Octane pay-per-view as well. I've been Chammy Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next WrestleMania Hype Train match. Bye. I'm ashamed, the one to do.